Welcome back then to the Japanese Formula FG Grand Prix. Nothing has really changed. Engbrink is still running in third, and I believe we've got some news through the team radio regarding him.
Yes, indeed. I just received a message from Tim through team radio that he is saying he's on the hunt, so deal has been warned.
I think he was saying online to be smelling blood. He smells blood up ahead and he's on the hunt. Nice job.
Here is up ahead. Pablo Deal, perhaps unassuming, perhaps wearing bathers, we don't know. But if he's not careful, he will have Engbrink on him.
Yeah, I don't think he wants the back of his car chewed through.
He's going to need a bigger car.
The other Speedy, Sigalakis. Speedy's one of the few teams that have still got both cars running.
And both in the points.
Yeah, that as well.
Well, the same is of course for Antec.
Oh,
as we have yellow.
That is... No, it's not Hunsley. Oh, there you go. Yeah, in the soon-to-be retired Zero car. What's that? Degner has gone off?
I think it may have even been Spoon.
We hadn't had that corner so far.
Yeah, just running wide.
Oh, that's what's called Spoon. They don't use gravel, they use granola. Yeah, I think you're just hungry.
He'll get out ahead of Chaka. I'm not sure how much that is going to... Has he gotten out far enough ahead? He may have. Well, I think it's time for the next Commentator's Choice Award, and I think I've been roped into this for a reason, because it is the Darwin Award, which is, if I recall correctly, it's for silly moments to do with the commentating, as Engbrink probably didn't mean to do that.
Especially that second bit where he's just chucked into the gravel. So that's going to put...
Going to go through.
Lindner on the podium.
Yes, Lindner's not had a podium, but that car, Neyron got a podium in Brazil in car 2. So, yeah, perhaps second podium of the year for Entech.
Now that seems to be beached. So I think On the Hunt has ended abruptly. Extremely abruptly. Nonetheless, so while we watch the Marshal now go to fetch that stricken Speedy, oh no, off he goes. And he lives to fight another day. He is a long way behind Karanen now, it seems.
Yeah, we should go back to the award, I think.
Back to the award indeed. So for the Darwin Award, which is to do with the commentators in particular. And most of them are to do with me. So some of the nominations were the mispronunciation of Stefan Werner's name in the first few races. I don't want to have to try, but Leslie Buehler's name in the starters Sigalakis goes off the same point as Engbrink. I think I've probably just shown why I'm getting nominated for a lot of these Darwin Awards with that pronunciation.
Don't worry, the next one was me.
The next one was Jimmy Ladd, who clearly remembered that Thomas Ockelsager was not Slovakian, but rather from the Czech Republic. But amazingly, you wouldn't believe this, but the winner of the Darwin Award goes to myself, who called Chaco Lachlo in the first race. So congratulations to me. I will have a little trophy in the mail, and I will cherish it for all my life. Clearly.
So we've now got Rob Sharp in third. McNamara's just moved up to fourth, and Linton's dropped down to fifth. So that's a story and a half.
How things change.
Well, it's how everybody else chucks it away, more like.
There we have Sigolakis going for the overtake on one of the monsters.
He gets it done before
Job
the
done.
first corner.
Not too hard. So, 20 laps to go. Who's on a one stop and who's on a two stop? We might see some of the earlier people pitting again, as Hunsley once again sets fastest lap. He's just doing this for fun now. Bailey and Kernan. He's not going to get through there.
Pretty sure that's the furthest anyone's got down the inside of that corner today.
But still not close enough.
No. Meanwhile,
So Sharp is
Sharp's
pulling away
pulled-
slightly from McNamara.
He's got himself a bit of a gap. Linton has definitely dropped off the two ahead of him. It might have something to do with the fact that they are all on completely different fuel loads. Meanwhile, Bailey and Keranen.
Once again having a go.
Utsa gets to watch this from the luxury of a lap down.
Yeah, but it's not going to stop him getting involved.
Probably not. For Matt Bailey, it
So
must be a
Utsa-
pretty awesome time to be driving the Elite 2 in front of a BRT.
Well, it seemed to be
Well,
behind
he
the
was.
BRT.
Now Utsa's going to get shown a blue flag, so I'm not sure if he's going to move over.
It would be pretty funny if he does.
Maybe he's just bored and he's just going to do that for the whole race. He'll let him through, then overtake him straight away.
Another tennis match. A lap down.
Yeah, but this will be a troll tennis match. No, I think he's moving on. He's right behind Keranen.
It is good to see that behind Sharp there are still a couple of fights going on. Hunsley is cruising first, Deal in second, but after Sharp, it's still few battles between drivers, which is nice to see. Because you still have a bit of rivalry and competitiveness.
Yeah, I mean, just because loads of people have crashed out doesn't mean that the series gets boring. There's still people playing around.
I do think that we've seen towards the end of the season as Sharp now pits. We've seen some of the better battles, is what you'd call down in the mid-pack. Definitely as BRT and DTK moved away. Some of the more interesting battles definitely occurred in the region of 5th, 6th, 7th place. Even further back on some occasions. As here we have Pablo Diaz. I do believe Hunsley might be in this lap.
I reckon he's still going to come out in the lead because it's, what, 37
Yeah, the
seconds?
gap was really big.
So, there we go, with Deal. Hunsley's in the pits. Karen's got moved up.
I think that would
Interesting.
be Sharp. That would be Rob Sharp pitting,
Oh, yeah.
most likely. Oh, Engbering's pitted
So-
as well. Oh no, wait, he's already behind, isn't he?
Well,
But
he's
yes,
gone in. They're
yes.
gonna. I think they're just gonna jack the back up as far as possible and tip all the gravel out, and then let him go.
Sigalakis was making a move past Burner. further up
Into
ahead.
Spoon. Very optimistic into Spoon.
Karen's now got a full second on Bailey.
Sigalakis did make that move, Steve. Oh, hello.
Oh, Sigalakis
Yeah, this
keeps
isn't
at the wall.
He's kept it at the wall, but quite a few have got it beached in there. Oh, you got it. You got some movement there.
And he gets it out. So it's, there you go, John Watson award. No, it's not going to happen. He's just chucked it away again.
That leaves Matt Bailey now well inside the 10. He's in 9th. He's got himself a bit of a gap back to Sharp, and an even bigger gap back to Sigalakis now. Boots is still getting shown blue flags.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He's just trolling his way through the pack. He's got Barrett up ahead of him. So head on to the back straight. Well, they call it a straight, but look, there's a big kink in the middle of it. It's a bit wonky.
McNamara now into the pits from
Third place. So that's going to promote Lintner back up to third. And with that, I think it's probably time for the 5th commentary award. Commentator's Choice
Yes,
Award.
it is. And for this award, we have the category commentary for the best commentary moments of this season. In third, we had the hashtag selfie from James McNamara and some corner translations from Jimmy Ladd. On second place, we had also James McNamara with the marshmallow wall from Hungary and the Hockenheim tennis match. But, well, it could only be one. Aidan Karanen with the legendary nickname for Tim Engbrink named Joss, which we have heard since Malaysia from him.
Hey.
So another award for Karanen.
He's on
And this
fire
time one
today.
that's quite good to have.
Here he is right
Yeah,
now.
no, he's properly embraced it on his helmet and everything. Steel pits, still from second.
Here is Jaws himself.
Lots of cameras. Many cameras.
And there is the helmet.
Enjoys himself.
In other news regarding to this great man, he has also won his debut F1 series race for Jordan, just the final round. So for sure, he's not having a great day today. He's languishing down in 12th place, but definitely someone to look for in the next few seasons around the clock.
I don't think he's leaving Speedy very soon.
Quite possibly. There is, of course, a manager list that the governing body will publish. Engbrink is one of the names near the top of the list, so very soon we might see Jules GP take on the rest.
Now, another thing to mention is that, of course, this is going to be the last race for these cars and liveries. You know, all the teams moving on to new cars, you know, mostly new liveries. So, yeah, it's a poignant moment, we'll say.
Well, we definitely hope that the majority of the cars move are new next season.
Yeah, well, for an Ockelsega can't exactly not come with a new car.
No.
But most teams seem to be seeing new cars and showing them off, so hopefully it'll be a nice colourful new season.
Speaking of colourful, we're watching one of the NTECs, which the Season 2 NTEC was also unveiled during the week, in between the two Grand Prix. So we'll see how that'll turn out. Doesn't look too bad right now, as I think we've got... Yeah, we've had four in the pits. Well, one of them's Benutza. He doesn't really count, I guess. Bailey's already pitted. So we're starting to get we're starting to get to the point where we can accurately say who's in what position. Now, Sharp is going to the end, so he's done. He's in position. Werner, he's in position. Karen in position. Utz's, well, he's a lap out, so you don't really count him. Bailey is in position, and Chaco is as well. They're all fueled to the end, along with Sigalakis, who now
has Huntley trying to lap him. Gets it done into Degner.
You can't call that the first time someone's overtaken someone into there, because you really let him through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lintner's pitted from third, so that's going to promote Barrett into third. I think he's probably the only person left to pit as well.
Indeed, he's got a few more laps to go. McNamara's fueled to the finish, and then we got Sharp again, so we're back to the start of that.
So yeah, McNamara's jumped Sharp in the pit stops, and will he have jumped Lintner? Yes, he has. And Sharp as well. Yeah, he's through.
So Lintner pops out back ahead of his teammate in Werner.
So McNamara, Sharp, Lintner is the battle for third, really, unless something crazy happens with Huntley and Deal, which, looking at their reliability, means it's only going to be a crash that stops them.
And so we have Tom Barrett in third position for Monster. Long time they had such a result.
Yeah, I mean, they had a few podiums at the beginning of the season, and then it's gone extremely sharply downhill.
We're just looking at the championship standings. Monster are in a battle with Apex, and I believe also NTEC pretty close as well. But in particular, 5 points between Monster and Apex for, I believe it's 7th? Correct me? 6th. 7th. Somewhere around that. Lower down the field, that's all I can guarantee. For the next season. I believe Milosh will know exactly which positions it's for. But as Barrett now pits...
And yes, it is 7th place.
It is 7th place. There you have it. So they're looking for at least 5 points more, as Berners found himself in the gravel.
So that'll help Monster's charge for the points, because he was probably going to overtake Barrett, and then he's hit the curb.
Not only that, but it's going to allow Chaco an extra couple of points. So for all you Apex fans out there, that's not what you wanted to see. If you're a Sigalakis fan, you're probably not caring right now.
Yeah, because with Engber and Knutzer really kind of out of the picture, everybody else, there's one person who's going to miss out on points.
The Watson run continues for Sigalakis. He's back in the points.
I think we've determined quite now that it's not really a Watson, because
Not
Watson
really.
hasn't spun out twice.
It's the Sigalakis run. He's made it to points.
Yeah, so everybody appears to be doing a two-stopper. I mean, there might have been some people doing a one-stop, but they've all crashed out early. I reckon Rinyo would have been on a one-stop, he always is.
Here we go. Karanen now is just behind Barrett. This is rather important because Barrett's in 6th place, and that's 8 points worth of points. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that one. 8 points worth of points, and that will be enough to overtake Apex. Just Barrett's points haul alone. Even if he goes back, even if Karanen overtakes him, that'll be 6.
Yes, because Monster need to finish 8th and 10th or higher. If they finish 8th or 10th, they get 5 points, but they win on countback. Because they have a podium.
So, definitely right now, all of the cards being held by Monster. They've got the position on the track to be able to do it.
When both Apexes crashed out, they were always going to have all the cards. And they're lucky that there's, there's about 4, 5, I think 5 teams have got both drivers still in.
We have Boden 2K at once, Monsters, Speedies, and MTEX.
And BRTs.
Yeah,
And then we just got Hunsley, Bailey, and Sharp.
yes it is.
So,
10 laps to go, 2 more awards. Let's get on with the next one. So, the big one, the funniest moment of the season. It's been as Engbrink goes off again. Keeps it going.
Gives it this time.
Well, talking about Speedies, one of the nominations we had for funniest was the Speedies in Australia when they turned up with an incredible aerodynamic idea, in which case they didn't put heads on their drivers, which was quickly told that's a bit illegal, so that got fixed. Had some sirens in Imola, which was funny. I don't know where I was going with that. We had Engbrink in Malaysia, penultimate corner off into the gravel, chucking away a certain victory, which amazingly he found funny. But in second place was in Hungary when one NTEC spun off, another one did straight afterwards. We can probably put a late one for that turn 1 incident we had earlier with Utsa, Foro and Nell all going off together. But the winner, well, there wasn't going to be anyone else. Daniel Harvey in Belgium, pushing Christian Lindner down the pit lane. Congratulations to Harvey, second award.
You keep on mixing up Hunsley and Harvey.
They're both British, they both begin with an H. It just happens.
At the end of the day, he's got himself a constructors championship, so I guess he can make a mistake. He can make mistakes. He's got the cash in hand to be able to do so.
I think the cash in hand should be to buy speech lessons for next season.
As we're back here with McNamara, and then we're back with Hunsley, who is fast coming through the field. This is something he hasn't had to do that often, which is overtake people who've normally been out the front. But thankfully this time he gets blue flags.
So, yeah, McNamara's he's pulled away from Sharp quite a bit now, so he's saying, yeah, I'm having this third and you're not going to take it off me. I want the final podium.
In a very interesting twist, it looks that Christian Lindner is making a move on Sharp. He's catching up little bit by little bit. He's called 0.2 of a second through that last sector.
I think he did pit a lot later than everybody else, so he's going to be fresher tyres.
Definitely. We'll see down here because the N-Tech not quite as powerful with the Supertech engine down the straight as that Ferrari, but he's definitely made up some time through the first two sectors.
Well, this is a circuit where it's basically all corners with two short straights, so it's all about how good you are around the corner. Is the second of the two straights I was on about.
And it's back out to 2 seconds, so it's definitely through the first two sectors Lintner can make up some time, but he loses the majority of it down the two straights. If he can get close enough, put some pressure on Rob Sharp, he might be able to sneak a mistake from the Brit. Meanwhile, further back, Barrett still has Karenan, and Matt Bailey still holds 8th place.
He's still holding Utsa behind him, who's, well, he's very close to going 2 laps down, with Unsley in the middle of that pack. Oh, selfie camera.
Bailey wants to get into that action as well.
Oh, Utsa's hashtag no filtering.
As we see through the rear wing, we have normally a view what would be for a position, but now it's for a lap down. Strange view.
To go 2 laps down even.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, Harvey may have got the unlucky award, but yeah, Utsa's not exactly had the best of luck this season, has he? Yeah, he's
won 2 races.
He's won 2 races, but
Just one, I believe, actually.
yeah, France, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or Europe, wasn't it? So one of those in the middle. But yeah, he's had a lot of, he's been running in 4th or something. Germany comes to mind when his engine blew up. Belgium when it just crashed for no apparent reason. Just now when he's had a crash. Now he's not had too good luck either. Karenan going for a move on Barrett into turn 1. Sweet.
That moves Barrett
move.
down, but that's not going to make a massive difference in the Constructors' Championship at this point. It's still Monster holding...
Yeah, because Chaco's in 9th as well.
Correct, he is.
So Utsa still holding up Hunsley. I don't know if it's tactical to try and get a deal to win, but he's going to have to try extremely hard to block.
Well,
He's through now.
well, that plan has definitely not gone well according to plan.
Unless he tries to do an Engbrink and just ram Hunsley.
Well, they had a few confrontations this season, so it's still possible. Popping from out of nowhere. There isn't any lake or something on Suzuka where Angbury can jump up from.
Oh, there is on the
Potential.
inside of turns 1 and 2. There's a little lake.
Should be big enough.
So a deal into the hairpin. He's still, well, he's really in no man's land. So he's got no one to play with. He's 4 seconds behind the leader, 20 ahead of McNamara. As
Yeah, and Berners
hashtag
off
Hansi
again.
selfie.
And Beuner is off
Turner
again.
again.
Oh, it's my turn to set then. Burner off again. We've all said it.
Wait, did Burner go off? Oh, he's been off again. Goodness gracious.
No way, Burner went off. I didn't see that.
Oh my goodness. Must have gone off again. As here's Bailey, I think he's letting Hunsley
Hunsley
Yeah,
through.
it's been lapped.
Utah now having a look at the Australian rookie, only been in, this is his second race. As I said earlier, sign him now. I guarantee it.
You guarantee what? You just guarantee it.
I guarantee it. Correct. I guarantee that it'll be guaranteed.
That's a... And are you sure you're going to guarantee that? And what's the guarantee it'll happen?
Oh, completely guaranteed.
I think we should stop this. This is ridiculous. I can guarantee that it's ridiculous.
Guarantee it's gone. It's over. As Sigalakis now, he's definitely catching up to the back of Chaco a little bit.
Which would ever so slightly help Apex out. But he's only got 5 laps to do it. Seventh place and 9th place is still enough for Monster. 7th place and 10th place will also still be enough.
Christian Lindner here now, he's in P5 and he's not catching Sharp as much anymore. I think the Ferrari engine there is definitely struggling. No.
Yeah, Sharp's definitely dropped back from McNamara a lot.
The Supertech engine is struggling to keep up with the Ferrari. That's what I'm looking for. McNamara though, he's got himself a nice buffer. Should we even mention 27 seconds between Deal and McNamara?
Yeah, something drastic will have to go wrong for that to come down. Either that or McNamara will put on some super softs, low fuel, and just become a very different car.
How soft are we talking? Are we talking marshmallow soft?
No, we're talking softer. We're talking that pillow after a long day. That's soft.
That's really soft.
Extremely soft.
Told you it was soft.
I
And we told you
guarantee.
we're talking.
I can guarantee it's pretty soft. Moving on.
I can guarantee we need to move on from this quite soon.
Bailey is definitely falling into the clutches of this battle here. He's not in much chance of losing out. As look at the top 10 and you got 5 guys that have made up at least 12 positions. 2 of them making up 12 and 3 making 13 spots up. Then another 3, 8, 9 and 9 spots each. And then you got Hunsley and Deal making up 0.
Well, it just kind of shows you that it's the people at the front who've all forgotten crashed.
Speaking about
Anyway.
crashes, I think it's time to give up the last award for this season. Milos, you go ahead.
And
Yep.
the last award would be for the best crash we had this season. So, in 3rd place came Hunsley getting sideways in Hungary and the Hungarian pileup. Also, no X-Massive shunted Hockenheim, but Harvey's role at the Nürburgring just won it.
Took the
Yeah,
cake.
I think. But the cake is a lie. Anyway, yes, I think Harvey's role at the Nürburgring. Everybody said, yeah, that's the best crash. Nobody disagreed.
Very
maybe
few
else.
people have seen something like that ever happen before.
Yeah.
It's
I-
quite scary.
And as you said, Hunsley getting it kind of literally sideways in Belgium was quite impressive, but, you know, he
And
kind
so
of just
that
did a
would
side...
be- That would be Harvey and Kiernan plus the series equal at the top of the awards on 3. They all
Yeah.
won 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but his 3 were okay.
Yeah, one of yours was a bit Oh, yippee. Well, no, best crash, you know. You don't want to crash out, do you? And the funniest moment wasn't
Yeah, but if
exactly
you're
a bundle laugh.
if you're going to crash out, you want to make sure that you go out, you know, with a bit of flair and gusto
It's style.
about you. Yeah, style. You got to have style points.
Oh well. So yeah, that's the Commentator's Choice Awards. Obviously there will be proper awards for actual things being handed out, but
Yes, that will be run by the series itself.
he might. The trophies for those might even stretch to $5.
Are you kidding? Oh, we're not made of money here.
Well, you're spending $3 on this stuff.
Yeah. There's we've got 2 laps remaining now for Hunsley and anyone that's directly behind him. So getting down to the twilight of the season. Hunsley's just been fantastic so far. Definitely deserved it, and on his way to another victory.
Yeah, it will be his.
Interesting number.
Yeah, is I think it's Swahili for 6th victory.
Very interesting how they should have just the it's perfect. You know?
Well, if it was Dadi Dadi Da, I think that's Afrikaans for 6th victory.
As we're looking
Anyway,
back,
yes.
Littner still just holding position. Hunsley's now gone past Barrett. For all you Apex fans out there, no, that's not for position. That's just an overlap. As now we see Bailey's going to be under a lot of pressure in these last few laps. Well, it's going to be 1 lap after this for these two. This is the closest battle on the track at the moment.
Yeah, Speedy, you know, they're 9th place, you know, battling for 8th. Yeah, it's been a disaster that's the only good thing about them is that they're both still running. Because lots of other teams have had disaster after disaster today, but they've all hit the wall and finished, and not finished even. So at least they're both at the finish line. For Sigalakis' last race for Speedy, he'd like to get some points. As Hunsley has started his last lap.
Bailey runs a little bit wide there, we just saw it. Now under a lot of pressure from Sigalakis. He just eked out a little bit of a gap before that. Now he's going to have to hope that Sigalakis can make a similar sort of mistake. As we look ahead, Hunsley going around Spoon, he's got it all under control.
Yep, 3 corners to go for the DTK driver for his Doody-Doody-Dooth win.
Bailey now, he's going to have to defend. I don't think he's going to be able to. And a massive shame there for the rookie Australian though. But Jack Hunsley, and that will be the 6th victory for him. He wins the Japanese Grand Prix, the finale of Season 1 of Formula FG.
Fantastic drive, great job.
Barrett comes across, that'll be the points that monster we're looking for. Utsa, well he's, I don't know how far back he's down, but it's a long way. Sigalakis is able to catch Bailey on the final lap. That's a few races now that Sigalakis has done that. He did it in Italy, don't forget, on his teammate as well. Matt Bailey, first points for him though. He takes a 9th in the final race of the season. Chaco will take the final point in 10th, a lap down. Burner, wow, what could have been for him today. Same with Engberink, running very well, and then poorly timed spin, you must say. Deal will take second.
Drive, 6 points.
Hang on, Burner didn't finish 11. Did Burner go off again? I think he must have done. Burner must have gone off.
Burner got 11th.
He went off at some point.
Deal will take second in the championship, I believe, with that effort. McNamara will come across in 3rd place for 2KF1 now. As Sharp will come across for 4th, and I think that might be the best that Evo GP have done all season. They left it late.
Yeah, I think a 6-4 Sharp in Germany was their best before this.
Lindner, he takes 5th in his best
Well
finish.
done.
Where is he
the
going
point.
next season? We don't know. Keranen is the final man across the line in 6th place then. But it's all Hunsley. It is all Hunsley, as we will now confirm the results. Hunsley wins by 41 seconds from Pablo Deal. I don't think he was trying for most of it, sadly. McNamara will get 3rd place, a minute behind, with Rob Sharp, Lindner and Keranen, all the other runners on the lead lap. Barrett, Sigalakis, Bailey and Chaco round out the top 10, while Werner and Engbrink are both a lap down in 11th and 12th, and Bitzer will finish 2 laps down. Then,
So that shows you the reliability of these cars now towards the end of the season. You know, at the beginning of the season everybody was blowing up here, there and everywhere, but now, you know, we've got a lot of retirements, 9 I think that is, but all of them were crashes. Nobody's blown up their engines or suspension's fallen off or they got a puncture. It's just, the cars are good now.
definitely. It's just the drivers that need fixing, I guess. So then, we'll have a look at the fastest laps, and of course it's Jack Hunsley. Not a bad effort. You wouldn't believe this, but that was faster than his pole time by about 9 seconds. Quite interesting.
No way!
Engbrink was 2nd fastest as well. So then we'll have a quick look at the lap chart, see if he was ever... Nope, Hunsley led every single lap. Usa was unable to overtake him.
Would that be the first Grand Chelem? Pole, win, fastest lap, lead every lap?
It may just
Might
be.
be the first.
It may just be. We will never know. Well, we might, but we'll find out at some stage, probably.
We got to
Nonetheless,
check to do that.
that is a fantastic looking graph right in the middle there. As we will look at what can only be called a yo-yo sort of a race. We're looking at these guys in the middle. Keranen only really made his move late.
After spending the first half of the race trying to prove to everyone that he's rubbish.
Pretty much. But definitely very interesting. Very interesting to look at it. Well then, that's just about it here from Suzuka. A big thank you to the lads in the commentary box, Jim, Milosh and Leslie. Thank you all guys. Don't try to talk over one another, but any final words from you guys?
Yeah, it's been a great season. I've really enjoyed it. The commentary has been a brilliant idea, and I have enjoyed doing them. And I'll hopefully do some more next year.
Well, it was a fantastic season. I really enjoyed it, and I will hope to see you next year, Aiden.
Well, unlike the others, for me it wasn't such a good season, but the commentary was good, and hopefully next season better results.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. I echo them for sure. I've had a lot of fun doing this. It's been great, and probably the best part of it is not necessarily the racing or the results or anything, but it's to be able to commentate with people from the forum. So for sure we'll be looking at doing it again next season. Next season is on its way soon. How soon? Not that soon, but soon enough. That's all I'll say. So then, from me and the guys, it's a big good night, thank you, and we'll see you next time for more Formula FG.